See if anybody comes, huh? Stretch it out. There you go. Isn't that nice? You're so pretty. Hello from Germany. Hello to Germany. I've seen you before. How are you? It's raining outside today. It's been almost like flooding. So we're stuck in the house. This is Chloe. Chloe's my little friend. Say hi. Say hi. What time is it where you're at? It is a little after 2 on Saturday afternoon here. But you're probably in a different day, right? You're ahead of me. Is it Saturday or Sunday? Yes, that dog shakes his collar all the time. He just got off the couch. Barry, come here. Come here and show yourself. Come here. Saturday. Okay. Come on. Come up here. Come on. This is the noisemaker right here. You got very loud toenails too. Okay, off you go. There's another dog down there, but she is too heavy to pick up and she's really old. Stop shaking, guys. And she's 14, so she's got like a lot of arthritis. I don't pick her up. So hopefully some more people come. I had actually made a video and then I was like, well, I should just do a live. I'm kind of bored. Thank you. They are cute. They're very nice companions. I retired in May, and so they're at home with me. Do you have any dogs? Leave that in. Don't take that out of my ear. By accident, I just got home from grocery shopping and I'm hanging out around YouTube a lot. No pets. Well, there's a benefit to no pets, believe me. No feathers like one is going across the screen. No dog hair. When it's raining, you can't even let them outside. Your groceries, are they getting expensive? They are here. I'm in Texas, USA. Probably know that though. What kind of work do you do? Or are you a student? Are you retired? It's impressive you speak English. That's all I speak. I'm still working full time, living in a small apartment. Not so good environment for pets. Yeah, that's true. Are you married? Do you have kids? Why are you eating me? Don't eat me. Don't eat me. I'm 53, working for an online marketing company, single, no kids. Okay. So are you planning on retiring anytime soon, or do you like working? I know I'm 62, and when I was 53, I needed to be out working. I plan to retire shortly. I save some money and I don't really need a lot of money. Good for you. So what are you going to do with no wife, no kids, being retired? Sick and tired of your job? I felt that way too. Mine was, part of it was I took the work on, but I felt like there was more and more work, and not that even more money, the offer of more money would have made the difference. I wanted my time back and no stress. And now that I'm not there anymore, I'm still friends with one of the girls that I worked with. And well, she's a lot younger than I am, but she was the new girl they hired. The girl I'm talking about took my place, and the new girl they hired, she's not really working out. She comes in like an hour and a half late, and she leaves a lot during the day, and nobody seems to be doing anything about it. So the work isn't getting done like it should. Hi, Catherine. Thank you. Chloe is beautiful. I got her a new cage. Let's see, Thursday night, and I did a video yesterday. I got it all cleaned up, and I guess she likes it. She went right in it. And let's see, Guybrush says, yeah, I'm kind of stressed and there's no alternative for me at my company. Well, if you can retire at, you said you're 53, if you can retire in your 50s, good for you. You might find something else that you want to do more part-time-ish, just to have a little bit of income, even though you got money saved. It's something that's not so taxing on your nervous system. Catherine, her name was actually, when I adopted her, Cloaksy, Cloak. I can't remember. It had an X in there. And I was like, what kind of a name is Cloaksy for a little girl? And I mean, I didn't say it like that, but he said, oh, it's a gaming character, and my son named her. And I was like, well, that's not a very pretty name. So Chloe was close to Cloaksy, so that's how I chose it. Guybrush, do you have a YouTube channel? Or is that something that you would be interested in? Because that really does occupy a lot of time. No, I don't think I have much to say. Okay. That's the opposite of me. I have too much to say. There are a lot of people that I'm surprised they will say that they're introverts on YouTube. The type, I guess there's different types anyway, but the type of introvert they are is the kind that doesn't like crowds of people. They don't have a problem talking and socializing, but they just don't want to be in a group of a bunch of people. Are you an introvert, Catherine? Hi, Sally. Okay. I think there's a lot of introverts, and I think I can make introverts uncomfortable because I talk too much. Well, that I thought so too. I thought that was kind of weird, Guy, that the introverts were on there, but they were saying that they actually were. So I guess being by themselves recording is comfortable to them, but maybe they wouldn't record out in a mall or on a boardwalk or something like that. Catherine says, I can easily talk to anyone. Being a flight attendant many years ago helped with that, but I prefer one on one. Guy says, yeah, that could be correct. Sally, are you you are not an introvert, Sally. I do not think so. Because I think of introverts, and I could be wrong, but they don't really want to draw a lot of attention to themselves. They're kind and they'll visit with you, but they don't want to be the center of attention. And I'm not saying I want to be the center of attention, but I definitely want to meet people and talk to them. Oh, okay. Well, at least you're not the only one here anymore, Guy. I'm gonna grab my drink. Sally, you're an attention getter. I would have to say I'm in that same category. I remember at a Christmas party one year, they were like, we have to do some skits up here on this stage or whatever. And I was like, I'll do it. I'll do it. And I have a really funny story. Catherine says, I like helping people by sharing what I've learned in life. I've loved personal growth. It's helped me so much. Sally says, believe it or not, I used to be very, very shy. I don't think I've ever been shy. I've tried to hold back and not be so, and I can't do it without concentrating on it. But I'm going to give you an example. This was when I was in my 30s and a bunch of the people from work went to this bar and they invited me to go. And when I got there was some of us just sitting around. I just gotten there sitting around a table. And this girl that I didn't know, she was sitting at another table, a big table. And she came and she said, I need somebody to help me pull a prank off on my friend. Is anybody willing to do it? And I was like, oh, pick me, pick me. So she said what she wanted me to do was there was a country boy over there wearing overalls. She wanted me to buy his overalls off of him. And I said, okay, well, I'm going to walk past the table. I'm going to act like I haven't seen you in a long time. I'm going to give you a hug and you're going to invite me to sit down. And so that's what happened. And he was like, oh, I haven't seen you in so long. And I started talking to this guy about his overalls and how I wanted an authentic pair. Where did he buy them? Yada, yada, yada. And yes, he was drunk, but I said, well, can I give you $20 for those overalls? And he's like, well, yeah, I don't see why not. He stood up, unbuckled them, and then rolled them up and handed them to me. So I stood up and I put them on, and in this front pocket was his wallet. And I was like, do you want your wallet? And he's like, oh, yeah. And I reached in again. I was like, what about your wedding band? He's like, oh, yeah, I need that too. Anyway, the whole thing was a joke, and he got told his joke. He got his overalls back. But yeah, I'm always up for a prank or doing something like that. Okay, what have I missed? Let's see. Sally says, okay, I saw that. Sally says, Catherine, Tracy is really enjoying your book. Yes, I know she is. Yes, Sally, she is. I'm so happy she's finding it helpful. Thank you, Guy Bush. I enjoy that story. When my kids were in school, mostly high school, but middle school too, their friends would come over and I would just talk and talk and talk. A lot of them liked it. I'm sure some of them didn't, but they were polite. But one of my son's friends, his senior year, they were working on his truck outside, and he goes, I really have to get back outside. They're putting the new grill on my truck. And I said, okay, I'm sorry, go. And he turns back around and he goes, but you really need your own talk show. Our house, fortunately, was the kind that had all the kids coming over. We had a pool in the back. We had a grill back there. We had ivy growing all over the fence, and there was speakers hidden in it. And we played water volleyball, and they play football and come in and cool off in the pool. And I'd cook food, and it was so much fun. Trying to see if I missed anybody because it says there's 5 people here. Catherine, are you married? Do you have kids, or do you want to say? I know Sally's married and has 2 grown kids, and Guy is not married and doesn't have any kids. And we've gone silent. But if you stay silent too long, I'll just keep on talking. Catherine says, I'm married, but I don't have children. Just one fur baby border terrier named Sid. Aww. Evie, do you know Guybrush Threepwood? Well, do I know you? I know you've been on another live, I believe, of mine. Maybe I don't understand. Oh. No, I don't. That's funny. So that's not your real name then? I've never heard of Monkey Island. Hi, Chris. Welcome. Thanks for stopping by. I know, Sally, I was confused too, and I was looking back up to see if we actually had 2 Guybrushes and they had different last names. Because, Sally, he's from Germany. It's a classic. Since you talked about computer games, I thought you would know. No, I don't. The last computer game I remember playing, besides like The Sims, which I don't know if that's really a computer game, was called Spores. And you started out with something very small, and it turned in, maybe, I don't know if it was an egg or what, but it turned into a fish, and then it evolved into something off that went out of the water onto land. And then they kind of formed these little tribes or groups, and then they fought each other. And that was like my first exposure to a real video game, and I really enjoyed it. My husband taught me how to play it. He was playing it. He got to the end of it, and I was like, what? There's an end? I didn't know it would end. Sally says, I don't know anything about computer games, nor do I know much about technology. I'm going to go to Mary's show on Canva at 4 p.m. So it's 3:30 where you are, so you have a half hour, almost 3:30. Mary, what's her channel name? Because I'm not really doing anything. I know there was 2 Marys on, was it not Sally, Paula's live this morning. Guy says, well, at least we all know YouTube and are able to use the chat. Exactly. Oh, okay. I did. I'm trying to make a cheat sheet, Sally, on the YouTube channel names, because I can't ever remember unless their name is in it. So the crocheting one is, I kept rewriting over this and trying not to get into the sticky part of this note. Oh, yes. Blessed to Crochet. and Mary is her name. And then there was another Mary that spelled it Merry, but I think that was a different one, right? How'd you know I wrote it down? Did I say I was writing it down? That's so funny. Sally, you had a lot of kids on yours, didn't you? On your, I don't know what time the live was. I watched the replay, but you were in front of your fireplace, I think. Sally, you're funny. Okay. So it's going to be 3 p.m. here. I've used Canva only to make thumbnails, but my thumbnails are not good. I think I've made a good one and they're not. I can look and it's like 4 people will have watched it and then I'll switch it back to YouTube's choice and people start watching it. The only thing I know is that putting my face, not that my face is great, but putting my face so people recognize who it is more helpful than putting like the scene of a lake or something like that. Who are you asking? Well, I thought you had young people on your, I thought that was yours, where they were like underage, and maybe I'm wrong. Sally says, I don't want to get in any trouble to have kids on mine. If I find out they're kids, I tell them nicely, bye-bye. Yeah. I haven't had any kids. Catherine says, Evie, I made a thumbnail template a few days ago to make it easier. Now all I need to do is change out the text. Okay, so you won't have a different thumbnail for each video other than the text. Have y'all had people in your comments offer to make thumbnails for you or edit your videos? I get those occasionally. Sally says, that's why I'm trying to figure out doing, and that's why I'm going to the Canva thing. Canva is very easy to use. I used it for my banner and I've used it for many different thumbnails. But you know, several years ago, the thing was on YouTube was they almost looked cartoony and very, very busy. And a lot of people aren't doing that anymore. It's just a few text words and a picture. Okay, so Sally said, then I don't know how to attach the thumbnail to my video. Oh, but I think I have to go to my laptop to do that, not on the phone. No, you can do it on your phone. You just have to, up in the top left-hand corner, there's a little camera and you touch it. And then you can click on import picture or take a picture, I think. Or you can do one of the YouTube chosen. Catherine says, I've made 4 different templates for the different types of content I make: videos, meditations, music, and live streams. Okay, well, that's a time saver, definitely. And people would recognize it if it's the same setting with just different text. Sally says, I love the one that Dee and Doug have on theirs. It's like a cartoon. It is, but it's still their faces and it's familiar. I'm talking about what I mean cartoon, like say a blast coming out of something or smiley faces. Like it's you can't tell whose channel it is. I always know it's theirs when I see that. Catherine says, Sally, you can download it from your phone and upload it to YouTube. Yes. Or you can just take a picture out of your photo gallery. But when you save it from Canva on your phone, it saves in your, well, at least on an iPhone, it saves in your pictures. Let's see. Sally says, you mean like Batman, Pow Bam? Yes. Yes. Like if you look back like on a successful channel and you scroll to their older stuff, you can see how they've changed their style. And Catherine says, yes. That was my idea. Anyone who wants to see meditation, they can easily know. Yes. And especially if you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 different categories, that's a really good idea. Because I need to make I think I do. You know how you have your different playlists? I thought I should have a different one for live, but actually those tabs, I guess, separate that out. That's sweet, Sally. Catherine, you're brilliant. I also like the yellow background in your picture, your profile picture, Catherine. It stands out. My profile picture, my face is about a quarter cut off. Well, do you guys have other things to do? Do you want to get off of here? If you do, please don't feel like you need to stay. It will not hurt my feelings. Just hit the like on the way out. Catherine said, thank you, Sally. And Sally said, Evie, I find it difficult to find a picture to center into the little circle. Well, you might have to take some. Are you good at taking selfies? Because I see, that's the thing. When I let YouTube pick my my thumbnail, it's more of a natural. Because when I try to smile and pose and take the picture, it looks like I tried to smile and take the. I can't pose naturally when I'm taking it myself. I didn't grow up with the selfie thing, and I mean, I can sure take the picture, but it's not going to look natural. Catherine says the yellow was my brand colors when I had my coaching business and when I wrote my book. You can make a bright background in Canva for your profile picture. Okay. I know I had the, when I first started Canva, I had the promotional free, and I did the background removal, and I was enjoying that. And Catherine says, Sally, in Canva, set it up in a square frame, remove the background, then add a bright colored background. Yeah, and you get that if you pay for their premium or whatever it is, or in the trial, but it's not included in free after the trial's over. So if you get the trial, get everything done that's in the pro category, because they'll take it away. And sometimes I feel like a lot of their good stuff is in the pro category. But for right now, the only thing I think that I am willing to pay for is Epidemic Sound. I really like that. I haven't had any bad comments on my music. I try to keep it really, really low. It's at like 3%. And Sally, like that skit you did with your husband as your hairdresser, that would have looked really cute with some like slapstick type comedy music in it. Oh, you pay for Canva? Now, it's like $119 a year, right? I think that's what it is. And maybe they have a monthly. I think with Epidemic Sound, it's $119 a year, and then it's $17.99 a month. So it's really a savings to do the annual. Oh, you pay monthly. Okay. Isn't it like $10 a month? I think I'm going to go to that same show that Sally's going to go to, because if I could find some more information on it. I mean, I know a long time ago I watched some videos on Canva, but it's mainly been me like hunting and pecking around, like I learned with the letters how to outline and shadow, and then I could do them in an arch. And I just thought they ended up looking goofy, so I didn't use them anyway. Sally says, but with Mary's, we can interact with her if we have a question. Exactly. And sometimes I think that would be tough to be a content creator that taught, because you're going to get all different levels. You're going to get the beginning like I am, and then you're going to get intermediate and advanced. And if you're advanced, you're not going to be interested in the beginning. And if you're a beginner, you can't keep up with the advanced. Well, I've been on here for 30 minutes and it's, I think I'm keeping people because people aren't talking quite as much. So I'm going to let everybody go. Thank you for stopping by. And I'll see you on Mary's Live shortly. Thank you. Bye.